Okay. So, hey, I'm currently at home and I'm sitting here thinking about certain things, but have you ever thought like my problems are like really like my problems, And my decisions are my decisions at the end of the day. And I find myself like not like so much upset, but just like today is Tuesday, tomorrow is Wednesday. And what am I going to do different? I go to work, I come home. I barely can have a conversation with my partner because some days there's nothing really to say. That's what it feels like. Or maybe sometimes whatever's going on over there, it doesn't involve me or include me. I just know that I have to change my life. I don't want to stay here anymore. I don't like this place that I'm in. It's uncomfortable. I just want to get out of it. And I see myself being so well off with running different properties, having a team of people who can see the vision of having great stability and making lives easier for those that are around us in the community, and having an understanding of, compassion, giving back, joy, fun. Excuse me. For resources. I plan on becoming that person who did it and not just waited. Gotta get out of here, man. My name is Carmela. I used to remember that I didn't want to get on the internet and say my name and do any of that. I was like really, really big about maintaining privacy and keeping myself, but I've come to a point to where not that I'm complying, but understanding that this is the future, getting out here and doing something, that will give a return. Like, what can I say but the truth about how at one point my hair was really short, and I mean it could barely fit in a ponytail. And I got to a point now to where my hair is like way past my lower back. Like it's, but now I don't even worry about that. I remember I was talking one day and I was like, man, I want my hair to be long. And I didn't realize that just over time, it just ended up growing out. And now I look back and I'm thinking about how one day I wrote down something on a sheet of paper and I was like, this is exactly what I want to make. And I said I will make it. And Next thing you know, I realized that it happened, but it didn't even feel like it. It just happened. You know, I believed that was possible, and I went for it. I was sitting here talking this morning, and I was just discussing how it doesn't matter at this very moment, in that moment, in that hour, this morning, about how I talk about how I'm going to go ahead and go put in these hours. I'm going to go work, you know, because people are willing to pay. And that's the thing, thinking about getting paid or being paid, you know, by the hour. But what about by the project? What about, you know, a contract? You know, just continuous flow coming in because there's a continuous service that is guaranteed. And is framing my mindset to understand that when you work for a job or a corporation that doesn't have different type of incentives, you can be capped, exchanging an hour for an amount, or, you know, having to complete etc amount for an amount, you know. So this is really different, to be honest. And I used to think that I would have so many friends. And now that I'm like sitting here, I have people that I can reach out to, but I don't know if we're friends, because I thought friends hang out on a day-to-day base. Like I like, or maybe every other day, like maybe even a cycling friend, right? But then I have to think, you know, now do I know how to be a friend since I haven't been a friend for so many years? And I'm talking about these things because these things are a part of the heart of my desire, of what I know is available for me. Like I get in rooms and I get in conversation with people, and sometimes I find myself not really knowing how to conversate beyond just the mediocrity. Like always stay in a space of still protecting myself but not making myself too vulnerable. And I talk about that because this is real life. You know, I'm not for sure of what to say sometimes. And then when I feel like people are asking questions about me, I feel like people collect data. I don't know if they're collecting it for good or bad. So I just try to stay neutral. Speed myself. I don't know how many people would really enjoy who I really am. So I go to work every day. I come home. I go visit my mom sometimes. And it's been cold lately, so I haven't really rode my bike in over 2 weeks, I think. And tonight I'm sitting here and I was thinking about going to go visit my mom. And I'm not for sure, because I have work in the morning. And today I got some news that the support system that I had in my workplace is gone. This whole big old man is moved out the way now. And now I can really just kind of flow how I want to in my dynamic. And y'all, I really want to get out of here. Like I want to get out of this space. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine? Just imagine this with me, okay? Imagine waking up anywhere you want to in the world. And when you wake up, you have not one concern in the world, not one worry, not one doubt. You're good. You get up, you got a nice, comfortable bed, fresh sheets. You got candle scents or fragrances flowing in the air. It's a nice breeze, a gentle breeze that you can feel come across your face because you left the patio door open, and you get up and you have just this beautiful wooden floor that's been sanded down with a fine polish. And you have heated floors, and your heated floors are timed. And you step out, you stretch your legs, you have a gentle alarm that wakes you up. You have a settings for your ceiling where it will open just gently, but not too much, where the sun will reflect just enough. And you just get up, you stretch. It's good. And you have your house slippers available right there. You put those on. And you get up and you walk. You walk forward, and you walk directly towards that beautiful glowing light. It's from the door, the balcony door. And when you tap the glass, it just slides open just enough. And you can smell the ocean breeze. Oof. And you look out there, you see the seagulls, you see the trees. And after you turn around and you walk towards the entryway into the second part of the house, or the sectional part of the home, and you lead towards the kitchen, and you already have your favorite smoothie or shake or tea or apple juice or orange juice. For me, it'd be just, I have an orange juice available with a little bit of pulp on a coaster already, with just a thick Texas toast, a French toast with strawberry, no jams, and bananas, with light honey drizzle and powder. And I have a nice, soft, gentle voice that loves and sees me and says, good morning. Good morning. And it's whatever we want to do today, we can do. And that is a life that I live. But my reality is clashing with what I know should be. And it really sucks because nobody is held accountable but me. So what am I doing today? I'm sitting here letting you know that talking and doing are two different things. I've sat, I've went to work, I've exchanged my time. My time is so valuable. Okay. I'm not alone. I just feel that way sometimes. And I don't want to. Because the feeling is not a good feeling. It sucks. Like I want to close my eyes because the world I've created, the places that I see I'm supposed to be. But here I am.